Hello and welcome to a brand new league here on ESBN Live on Facebook and on YouTube. Tonight we bring you super late model action live from Richmond Speedway. This is the All-Out Racing League with their War, Shocks and Suspension super late model series. My name is Sam Cooper Bennett here in the booth with you as always, and we've got this new league with you and it's going to be exciting. I mean, Adam has the Western Super Series, so why not have one of my own, eh? But here we are, 21 drivers set to take the green here for 100 laps here, about to tick over into qualifying. So before we continue, if you want to see some awesome GT action, then head on over to the other side of the channel, broadcasting both on Facebook and YouTube as well. That is Adam Chapman bringing you the Red Sox Racing Series, so make sure you check out that one. That one's going to be a fun series to watch as well. And also, let's give a shout out to the channel sponsor. That's iRacing iFlag. If you want to go to, if you want a peripheral or a little box that shows you which flags you have on the track at the time, or even gives you track information, then head on over to iRacingIFlag.com and see what they have to offer. And if you decide to buy something, make sure you put the promo code of eSports 2019. And you'll get 15% off your very own purchase. So why not head over to iRacingIFlag.com and get yours today. Right now, we're heading over into qualifying now. Let's go down to the track as we have qualifying action underway right now. And we have Josh Peacock out on track right now. He's just coming out of pit road. Let's go to... Actually, I need to put my training paint on. I apologise, ladies and gentlemen. We will have paint in a second. Let's go straight down to the track as we've got Josh Peacock out on track right now. In the number 63, we do have a nice little qualifying box to put up there. Let's bring it up right now. There we go. And we're waiting for times to come in. Robert Barber, the league owner, actually, is out on track right now. You see him right there in the number 8 machine. And he goes straight to the top of the board here in qualifying. Good time for him, 21.310, ahead of Austin Victory, who's put in a 21.467. You see Robert Barber sporting the Gas Monkey scheme. Great scheme to be having right there as he flies out of turn 4, across the line, down towards turn 1 again. And he will continue his qualifying. I believe that's his qualifying over. You get 2 laps and that's it. Eric Essery jumping up to second place there with a 21.365. His qualifying just coming into an end there. Let's go to one that hasn't taken the time. That's Casey Brunson there in the 010. Let's see what sort of time he can put down. There's a new league to me, ladies and gentlemen, so a lot of these drivers I'm not familiar with, but I will get familiar with them as the season goes on. This is the season opener of this championship. Is Casey Brunson not taking... Oh, he does take a time. He jumps up to third place. I do apologise. Nicky Formosa out on track in the number 5. So let's see who is... What time he's going to get. He very gingerly coming out of turn 2 there. Spotting the all-out paint scheme. Supporting the league, as you do. And Matthew Poole jumping up to pole position. As Nicky Formosa drops into P5. Stephen Kinney is out on track right now as he's going to come across the line. Well, still going to give him a 21.643. That would be good enough for P9. And we've got Christopher Miller, I believe, just making his way out of pit road. There he is. As you do. Jumping up to pole position. I want to say hello to Pat T, who's in the chat. It says, let's do it, Travis Pryor 02. Well, I can tell you, Travis Pryor has not... He's just out on track right now. Let's go to him right now, actually, as there he is, just making his way around the corner. And we've got Ginny Jordan saying, happy birthday, Tyler. I believe that's Tyler Jordan. And just as I say that, Travis Pryor not setting a time here. Kind of made a bit of a mistake there on his timed lap, I believe. So he's going to go out and have another try there. We've got Stephen Kinney just put a time in there. He's into P7. Christopher Miller into P10. Matthew Murphy on his way out now in the IDEX Labs number 19. Very luminous painting on that. So hello to everybody that's in the live chat now on Facebook and on YouTube. Get your predictions in early. Let's get them in right now. Let's see who's going to win this one. Who's your pick to win this one? I know some people have their personal favourites, so let me know who you want to win this one. I've seen a couple for Travis Pryor, as Travis Pryor is up to second place now on his qualifying laps. Are good for him. Matthew Murphy, though, let's see what he can put down as he comes flying out of turn 2 now. He's already up to P2 now. Let's see if he can improve on that. Across the line, where's this one going to put him? 21.275. That will be good enough for pole position, I believe. Just waiting for my timing and scoring 2 update here. And Tyler Jordan jumping up to, oh no, 276. This last lap, I'm guessing it didn't count. 21.404 for Jake Brooks. Tyler Jordan out on track as well. Let's take a look. No, he's not on track anymore. Jake Brooks just finishing his qualifying run. So unusually, Matthew Murphy not take it. Well, he set a faster time, but it didn't count. It didn't put him up to second place. So unfortunately, he will have to settle for second place on the grid. 100 laps around here at Richmond. Do not forget. So going to be interesting to see how that one fits in. Scott Formosa, Jonathan Smith, Alex Bisson, William Hale, and Cole Williams not taking time. We have 16 drivers that have taken time right now. That is your top 10 at the right-hand side of your screen. Matthew Poole currently on pole with 4 minutes to go left in qualifying. Matthew Murphy in second. Travis Pryor in third in the 0-2. Robert Barber is in fourth. Casey Brunson rounds out your top 5. Eric Essery in P6. Jake Brooks in P7. Tyler Jordan in P8. P9 going to Nicky Formosa. And Austin Victory has your top 10 right now. So 3 minutes in qualifying. Let's see if I can get a word with our current pole sitter or league owner. Let's see if I can actually set things up right here. So let's see if I can reach out to one of our drivers here. Let's reach out to Robert Barber and see if I can speak to him there. So I'm going to bring him into... As I'm going to bring him into the booth with me now. Robert Barber, you got a copy, sir?
I do, sir.
New broadcaster, new league that we're bringing to you on ESBN. Just want to give the fans a rundown of what you guys do here.
Yeah, we this is our first race on the super late model side, asphalt side. We normally run dirt on Tuesday nights and asphalt on Thursdays. This is our winter league. We run it every year, the War Super Series, and it's just a really fun league.
Yeah, it looks a lot of fun. Super late models is always a fun category to be in. Let's talk about the race. We're just over 2 minutes left in qualifying. Starting fourth on the grid, it looks like it might be displaced with Cole Williams out on track. But in P4 at the moment, what are your thoughts going into this 100 laps around here?
I'm looking forward to it. It's a little bit touchy off the corners, a little bit loose, and it seems to settle in after a long run. So I'm looking forward to it and looking forward to putting together a good.
Okay, Robert. And finally, before I let you go, anyone you want to give a shout out to?
I just all my league members. I appreciate everybody that comes out and supports us, and we just try and put on a good show for everybody. So everybody that's tuning in, I appreciate y'all watching too.
All right, Robert. Well, good luck for the race, and hopefully we'll be speaking to you post-race.
Hope so. Thank you, guys.
That was Robert Barber, the league owner there, joining me in the broadcast booth. as he is currently sitting in P4. I did see Cole Williams out on track. He qualified in actually P5. You see that on his standings in the 46. So good qualifying for him. Remains to be seen if Scott Formosa, Jonathan Smith, Alex Bisson or William Hale will make it out of pit road in time. I don't think they will with less than a minute to go. So going to be interesting to see how they can race it out from the back, which is probably will be where they start in now. 17 drivers taking time. Matthew Poole on the pole still. And Matthew Murphy on the second slot there. So it's the battle of the Matthews for the start of this one, I believe. So going to be interesting to see. So 25 seconds to go. Let's go to the grid for tonight's race because I believe this is how it's going to settle. Let's go. I'll try and get an interview in with Matthew Poole before this race starts. So 10 seconds to go. Let's go to the grid in just a second and we can get this action underway. Great track, this Richmond track, 3/4 of a mile track. Tested here in an IndyCar last night. That was interesting. But anyway, we are getting ready to go as we're going to go filing through the grid here. As I'm going to take the qualifying screen down. Matthew Poole on the pole, Matthew Murphy in second. Row 2 will be Travis Pryor and Robert Barber. Row 3, Cole Williams and Casey Brunson. Row 4 will be Eric Essery and Jay Brooks. And row 5 will be Tyler Jordan. We're going to keep filing through the grid here. Josh Peacock there in P13. Christopher Miller in P15. Robert Taylor, Alex Bisson. And William Hale, Jonathan Smith, and we should have Scott Formosa starting shotgun on the grid. Before we go anywhere, let's go down to the track, actually. Let's go to our pole sitter. Where is he? Matthew Murphy there will be starting in second. So, going to be interesting to see. There is as well. Before they start rolling, let's see if I can get a word in with our pole sitter. Let's find out where he is. He is not in the chat right now, so we can talk to him after. That's no problem. So we'll talk to him after. No problem. We're just waiting for the drivers to get rolling right now as the 100 laps is about to get underway. They will have 2 circulations around here before we get this going, as it looks like we've got waiting for a couple of drivers to grid up. William Hale, Travis Pryor, Scott Formosa, Jonathan Smith and Alex Bisson. They've not gridded up just yet here at Richmond. We've got people starting to roll. We might have a couple of grid starters here as they start rolling. Remember, they're going to have 2 laps around here. The track is less than a mile. Let's see who's going to come out on top in this one. Remember, 100 laps at Richmond. Matthew Poole, your pole sitter. You see the field coming out of turn 2. It's a big field here tonight. 21 drivers. Start of a brand new season here. And remember, this is what Robert Barber said. This is their winners league. So this is a league for basically the big guns in the league. See from the grandstands there. All the drivers making their way around. The second time here tonight before we get this thing underway. So they come down the back stretch. We're waiting for the pace car to make the hard left turn. We will be going into pit road early, so they will have to wait a little bit before they go green here. They come out of turn 4. There goes the pace car. We're ready to set things off here at Richmond. Matthew Poole has the control of the field, and away we go. 100 laps are underway here at Richmond. And who's going to get the early advantage here? Matthew Poole taking a defensive line into turn 1 and 2. Matthew Murphy dropping back to P3 behind Cole Williams now, who's moved up to P3, taking advantage of a couple of drivers not taking the green here. Robert Barber there in the P8. He is on that outside there of, I believe that is Eric Essery right on his inside. Matthew Poole out to a decent lead already. Cole Williams at the second. Look at the gaggle of cars behind them. Tyler Jordan in that mix as well in the 13. You see him right there at the bottom of the track. Great racing so far. That is the 8 of Robert Barber on the outside. He is stuck on that outside. He's been hanged up, left out to dry up there. Matthew Murphy going around the outside of Eric Essery. Essery trying to take that third place away from the 19. And the 19 holds on. Here comes Barber again. Still on the outside with the 13 of Tyler Jordan. Remember, it is Tyler Jordan's birthday here today. So a great, good result here would be the icing on the birthday cake for him, so to speak. Travis Pryor has joined the race 3 laps down. Not sure what's happened to the 0-2, but he is way off the pace and way out of sync here. He's going to be hoping for some serious cautions here as the laps tick away already. We're already on lap 5 of 100 here. We're looking at the 15 of Tony Craig though. He's battling out there with the 0-1-0 of Casey Brunson right there. Brunson having a bit of a wiggle there. That has let the 15 of Trey Craig to the inside, and Trey Craig is through. Back to the front now. And Cole Williams is caught to the back of Matthew Poole now. We have a battle for the lead in the early running of this race. The 46 got off to a slow start there, starting in P5. He's made his way up to P2 already. And already he's putting pressure on the back of the 37. They're coming up on Travis Pryor now. There you see the 0-2. Not had the best of start so far tonight, so he is going to be lapped already, it seems. There goes the leaders. There's Matthew Poole. There's Cole Williams back to third place. Matthew Murphy has gone away from Tyler Jordan a little bit, who's moved up to fourth place after getting a round of Eric Essery. Everybody single file for the moment, just getting into their rhythm, which is good to see. People giving respect this early in the season. It's a good thing to see. We've got one in the wall there. And that would be, I believe that was no, it wasn't Casey Brunson. I believe it was the 20 of Christopher Miller, and it was. He's going to have a bit of right side damage there. Might affect him in the long run here. As we've already got Stephen Kinney in pit road. He's had problems. We've got Danny Lawson in pit road as well. Going to be interested to see why they're taking early pit stops here. Matthew Poole, though, out to a lead here, and both him and Cole Williams out to over a 1 second lead on Matthew Murphy. So let's see who's going to get the advantage as the race goes on. Casey Brunson there still battling out with Trey Craig. Christopher Miller in the 20. And Jake Brooks, actually it was Jake Brooks that hit the wall earlier. I apologise to Christopher Miller. Correction, Travis Pryor is actually 3 laps down, not 1 lap down, so interesting for him. But here's the battle for the lead though. Let's go back to this one. Matthew Poole is your leader. Cole Williams going to try and get around and try and force a gap here. It's not very easy to pass here at Richmond. We're going to be interested to see if they can handle it, or if you can get around him actually, sorry. Might have to rely on fuel strategy and pit strategy to do it. We're already on lap 12, make that lap 13 of 100. Other battles going on for the field. There is Eric Essery. Under pressure from Tyler Jordan. Jordan going to try and look to the outside. Actually, Essery is actually putting Jordan under pressure. Jordan got around him a while back. Now Essery wants the position back as well. Robert Barber there currently sitting in P6 watching them battle in front of him. to see if Essery can get the run. He's got the low side there. That's probably the best place to be in these cars. And that green Sony number 55. And can Jordan hold on? Barber trying, maybe looking for a gap here as they make their way through the corner again. Oh, that was Jordan into the wall. Jordan's collecting the wall on the exit of turn 2. That will have hurt him. As there goes Robert Barber into the top 5 now. And you see it right there. That is the damage on Tyler Jordan's car. Let's go to a rear chase cam. You can actually see the damage on the right hand side of that car. That might affect him, but then again it might not, seeing as this is a short track. A bit further back there, Josh Peacock in a battle with Austin Victory right now. And that is for a battle outside the top 10. As Cole Williams now has got ahead of Matthew Poole. Let's go back and see if we can find where that happened. Too much focusing on the other battles around the field. And there it is. You see right there. And I said Cole Williams was actually looking for a gap to make his way around. Matthew Poole actually staying high to try and see if he can defend. But Cole Williams just diving in on that gap and making sure he got around him, and he did. So Cole Williams, your new leader. Erica Essery is still in P4 now. Robert Barber still in P5. Tyler Jordan, that damage starting to hurt him now. He's got Trey Craig all over the back of his bumper now. And we've got Stephen Kinney and Danny Lawson. Kinney is back out on track right now. He's already been pit side after spending almost 2 minutes in pit road in the Precision number 97. Danny Lawson is still sitting in pit road. Not sure what's happened here. As Tyler Jordan brings out the first caution of the night here. Not the birthday he was hoping for. Now let's take a look and see what happened to Tyler Jordan here as he brings out caution number 1 of the night. When my OTVO decides to update. There we go. Let's take a look and see. We're going to go on a far cam here. And oh, he got into... It was Trey Craig that got into the back of him there. And it was just that little spin that was enough to force the caution to come out. Let's go to a bit of a closer view here of that incident. And you see it right there. There was no room, and Trey Craig unfortunately got into the left rear quarter panel of the 13. Just spun around there. That was enough to bring out caution number 1 here at Richmond, and Tyler Jordan already on the back foot here as they all bring it down pit road. That's Cole Williams right now. He's the man that's leading them into this pit road. Oh, this is a weird entry into pit road. As we're going to go with Matthew Poole there. He's got the first grid slot here in the pit lane. Who's going to win the race off pit road? You see that green cone there. It's a very short distance from the first slot, pit slot to that green cone, which is pit exit. There is Travis Pryor getting his laps back. As Cole Williams does win the race off pit road. Matthew Poole out second. Matthew Murphy out third. So there is Cole Williams. Matthew Poole in second. Matthew Murphy in third. Robert Barber moving up to fourth. Good pit stop for him. Eric Essery is in P5. Nicky Formosa moving from the back of the grid. Remember, he started shotgun on the field. He's already up to P6, so good start for him. Eric Essery back in P6 now, actually. P5 is going to be Formosa in P6. Casey Brunson dropping to P7. Christopher Miller in P8. Brooks in P9. Austin Victory in P10. Just outside the top 10, just on the outside looking in, will be Josh Peacock. You see him right there in the number 63. It's a great short track racing here so far. We should have the lights going off on the pace car next time by. Good racing so far. I'm enjoying this short track racing. Don't forget this coming Tuesday, the All-Out Racing League, they will be back. The All-Out eSports League, sorry. They'll be back on Tuesday as ESBN brings you their Dirt Street Stock series for the first time on the channel. So make sure you check us out for that one. Should be exciting. Some all-out dirt racing action. And ESBN, I will speak on a personal note, ESBN has been crying out for a dirt series. So thank you for bringing that one to the masses. 4 retirements already, actually four non-starters. Alex Biss and Jonathan Smith, Scott Formosa, and William Hale not taking the green here. Nicky Formosa, obviously up into P6 now as the lights are off on the pace car. We're going to get this thing going again. Cole Williams opting for the bottom line on this restart. Probably a good position to restart in. As there goes the pace car, Cole Williams has the control of the field, and we're back on the green once again. They hit the loud pedal, and we restart this thing on lap 26 of 100. And Cole Williams, a great restart for him. And Matthew Murphy now moving to the inside of Matthew Poole. Good restart for him in the 19. Here comes Robert Barber. Is he going to try and make a move on the 37? He will. He's going to get a better run out of turn 4. He might move up to 3rd place here. Good run here for the 8 as he dives it down. And now Robert Barber finds himself in 3rd place. But Eric Essery now putting a challenge on Paul. Paul falling backwards now. Remember, he's starting on the pole and he led a good portion of this race already. And there we go. Essery now to the inside of Paul, and Paul falling back to P5 now. Big upset there for the 37 already. He's going to cross over Essery and try and get the position back, but it's going to be too little too late. The 37 falling back and now into the clutches of Casey Brunson, who now occupies the 6th spot. The 010 just firing in behind the 37 right there. Jake Brooks now up to P7. Let's check in on Tyler Jordan, who brought out the first caution light. He's right behind Trey Craig. Maybe some payback, we don't know. We don't know what the rules are like in this league. Out of turn 4 they come. Cole Williams still your leader, who's over half a second ahead of Matthew Murphy right now. Got one on the high side. Didn't quite see who that was. That would be Nicky Formosa, who's falling backwards now. Has actually dropped from 6 to P9. Will be P10 when Trey Craig gets around him, and he will. And Tyler Jordan going around him as well. Oh no, it's not Nicky Formosa. Formosa's there. Who was that? It was Jake Brooks, actually. I apologise. Let's not forget Jake Brooks has been in the wars already. He has hit the wall at least once today. Same for Tyler Jordan. He got into the wall earlier. Go back to the front though. Everybody getting spread out now. Actually, no, the top 2 starting to get away. There is Robert Barber in P3, leading a gaggle of cars, and almost contact between Eric Essery and Matthew Poole, as Poole trying to get that position back away from the 55. And Matthew Poole not having a run that he wants here. Since the restart, just been falling backwards. Here comes Casey Brunson now to the inside of the 37. Brunson having to back off a little bit, but he can't back off too much because there's Christopher Miller right behind him in that number 20. And actually, Miller actually starting to pull away from Tyler Jordan, who's got Nicky Formosa and Jake Brooks behind him. And we've had problems with Trey Craig here. Trey Craig is out of this race. Let's find out what's happened to Trey Craig. I want to see what's happened to Trey Craig. And let's have a look there. We saw the 0-2 have an incident there as well. So not sure what happened to Pryor. I want to see what happened to Craig. I'm going to assume his internet dropped or something, but we're back on the racing, back into the racing action now. As we're looking at Cole Williams, the leader now, is still keeping that gap at half a second ahead of Matthew Murphy. Murphy in a good position here. Let's take a look at Travis Pryor. He was in the wars not so long ago. And he's working to the outside of the 63 of Josh Peacock. Trying to get his laps back the highway. He's going to be coming up to the back of Jake Brooks very soon. There is Brooks. Robert Barber up to third place now. He's trying to chase down the 19. And Matthew Poole still battling out with Essery here. He really wants that fourth spot back. Really enjoyable racing amongst these guys now. We're about to hit lap 40 here. There you see, that is Christopher Miller putting Casey Brunson under pressure here, and Christopher Miller taking advantage of the fact that it looks like Casey Brunson, the tyres starting to fall away from the 0-1-0. Matthew Poole now moving to the inside of Essery and takes the position away. Eric Essery falling down to P5. Matthew Poole back onto P4. He's rediscovered the speed back in that car. As Robert Barber now looking to the inside of Matthew Murphy. Gonna get a run coming out of turn 2. Not gonna quite get it this time though. As it's a mystery what happened to Trey Craig, but he's out of this race regardless. So that is your positions right there. Christopher Miller now starting to put Eric Essery under pressure now. Eric Essery looks like his tyres might be starting to wear off here. As they come out of turn 4 across the line again. And there's Miller looking to the bottom of the track, trying to see if there's a gap there. There wasn't. Has to file in back behind him again. And there he goes, Christopher Miller going to try and take another look there. Essery wise to it, and sees the threat right there. And again able to hold off Christopher Miller. Meanwhile, Matthew Murphy has started reeling in. The 46 of Cole Williams, the race winner and the race leader here. Be interested to see if he can actually close in on Williams. Everybody pretty spread out behind him. Christopher Miller still putting Eric Essery under pressure here, and he's going to look to the inside now. Did find the gap, and he's going to come out of turn 2. Will he get the speed it is? Gets a bit of a bubble though on the exit of the corner. Still going to have the speed. Essery going to the very high side of the track, and the caution's going to come out this time by, it's going to be Nicky Formosa in trouble this time out in the all-out number 5. Let's take another look and see what happened here. And oh, that looked pretty nasty. Oh, that was an interesting one. Let's go to a far chase cam and find out exactly what happened here. You see Travis Pryor there trying to take the lap back the hard way, and he nudged the left back of the car, quarter panel of the car. That unstuck the car. Looks like Formosa tried to save it, and it just went right up into the wall. See right then, just nicked the left rear quarter panel of the car. Formosa trying to save it. The car just darted right, and unfortunately Formosa ended up in the wall. So he is got some damage to deal with. Here comes Cole Williams into his pit stall for his pit stop. That's not what I wanted. So who's going to win the race off pit road this time by? You got to think it might be Cole Williams again. It's not Cole Williams. It is Cole Williams. Sorry, the light is deceiving. As Matthew Poole moving back up to second place through that pit stop. It's a good pit stop for him. Actually, 2 seconds quicker in his box than Cole Williams. So interesting pit stop there for Matthew Poole, determined to get back out of pit road. Robert Barber stays in third place. Actually, it looks like he might have had an EOL because he's fallen to the back of the field. Disaster there for Robert Barber, as he's going to fall backwards. There goes Christopher Miller. There goes Jake Brooks. Next one to pass him will be Robert Taylor. There he is in the number 66. We've not really spoken much about him today in the Home Depot number 66. Austin Victory, another one we're not really spoken of tonight, is there in the 71. He's got some front end damage. Not really sure how he got that, as he's having a bit of a connection issue there. So, the way things are shaking out right now, Cole Williams is proving a very difficult person to beat here tonight. Started 5th on the grid, though. He started 5th on the grid, worked his way forward very quickly, as Nicky Formosa has unfortunately put his car on the hauler. We are down to 15 cars left in this race now. So the attrition's starting to creep up on some of these guys. Let's pay attention to the Facebook chat, see who's in there. The lights are off on the pace car again. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top of this one. We know Cole Williams has led the most laps here, 36 laps in total. So, been pretty formidable so far as they come through. Start this one again. Cole Williams has control of the field as we're going to get this thing started as we're exactly halfway into this race on lap 51. We are halfway to go here at Richmond, and already Matthew Murphy to move to the inside of Matthew Poole. And is he going to get the advantage as Matthew Poole very close to the wall as they come out of turn 2 into turn 3 now. Matthew Murphy up to third place. Here comes Tyler Jordan. Good recovery for him so far. Has moved his way back up to P4. Maybe that birthday look is working after all. We're going to focus on the Facebook chat as we've got some people, CK Marie, Mike Thornton in the chat as we've got racing going on. That is Tyler Jordan still in P4, Christopher Miller all over the back end of him. There is Eric Essery as well, Casey Brunson right there, Josh Peacock right there, Robert Barber starting to recover now. He's already back up to P9 and he's on the move for the field. He's already just ahead of Austin Victory, who's got Jake Brooks to his outside. There is the 67, I believe. Oh, the 97. Of Stephen Kinney, who is 5 laps down. Travis Pryor still 2 laps down. He's right there as well. Let's go back to Christopher Miller, though. He is still battling with Eric Essery and Casey Brunson right there. You've got Tyler Jordan just in front of him, and Christopher Miller going to win that little battle there. And a funny comment there, Mike Thornton. If Miller doesn't win, I riot. He's in 5th place now, so he's in with a shot. And we've got Matthew Poole and Matthew Murphy still battling out. There goes Matthew Poole to the inside of Murphy, and Poole back up to 2nd place. He didn't look like he was going to have the best of runs when he fell back through the field earlier on. This battling, though, while it's going on, is not helping their causes. Cole Williams starting to get away now. Almost a full second to the good over the 37. Tyler Jordan has Christopher Miller all over his rear bumper right now as they come flying out of turn 4. Miller going to try and cross him over and use the outside line to his advantage. Not going to make it work. The 13 very wise to the attack that's happening right now, but Christopher Miller going to try and cross him over as they come out of turn 2 and into turn 3. Going to try and shoot the gap. Doesn't make it work as Austin Victory is coming into pit road. Not sure what's going on there. Matthew Poole right there still holding on to 2nd place. Tyler Jordan doing everything he can to hold on to P4. That's everybody in the Facebook chat. Good to see you in there. Hope you're enjoying the racing going on right now. As they come out of turn 2 once again, Tyler Jordan still holding on. Robert Barber right there just holding on ahead of Eric Essery, sorry, holding on to just ahead of Robert Barber, who's now moved his way up to P7. Dispatch to Casey Brunson. Brunson really coming into attack by Josh Peacock now. As Travis Pryor is out of this race, he's put it on the hauler now, so all the people that were supporting Travis Pryor, unfortunately your boy is out of this one now. As the gap between Matthew Poole and Cole Williams now coming down to about 0.8 of a second. He's taken 0.2 off in the past couple of laps as we've got Austin Victory still in pit road. Robert Taylor is out on his own there. He's in P11, just outside the top 10. There is Jake Brooks, who's under attack by Stephen Kenny. Eric Essery just about to lose P8 there to Josh Peacock, and Peacock sailing it around the outside and taking away P8 right there, so good move for him. Christopher Miller still putting Tyler Jordan under pressure, and it's going to be close between these two as Miller has finally got underneath the 13 here. And it's still side by side as they come out of turn 2. Can Miller get the run he needs there to take away that 4th place? Jordan still right there with him, not letting him get away. He's fighting tooth and nail to hold on to that 4th position, but Miller going to try and push him up to the wall, try and gain a bit of advantage here. But Miller holds on to it. He's going to take away that position. Jordan has to give it up, and he has to fall back to P5 now. So unfortunate there for Jordan, Tyler Jordan, sorry. He falls back. He's now back in P5. Valiant effort to try and hold on to the position, though, I will say. Robert Barber now back up to P6. So he's having a good recovery drive there, as Matthew Poole still trying to reel in Cole Williams. We're on lap 66 of 100 now. As there is Matthew Poole, Matthew Murphy right there as well. There's just a bit of a gap over Christopher Miller. Miller, now he's got rid of Tyler Jordan. Maybe he can start to try and reel in the two Matthews. And I said from the get-go, this is going to be a battle of the Matthews. So far, Matthew Poole winning it over his namesake. So 14 drivers left in this race. Actually made that 13 because, or maybe 12 because Austin Victory's been in pit road for over 3 minutes now. Tyler Jordan now, can he hold on to that last spot in the top 5 ahead of Robert Barber? Remember, Barber, under that last caution, had a EOL. He's speeding in pit road. That's why he is as far back as he was. He was up to 3rd at one point. So unfortunate that he's dropped back so far. But he's done well to get back up to P6. He was down at the back of the field at the restart, so good restart for good recovery drivers. Matthew Poole now has the gap down to less than half a second on Cole Williams. And he's right behind him now. Cole Williams looks like he's having a few troubles here as there goes Matthew Poole to the inside of the 46. Is he going to take it away as Cole Williams looks like he's struggling on the tyres? It may be. Not really sure, but there goes Matthew Poole now into the lead. And at one point, Cole Williams had a 1 second lead. Now he finds himself in second place, but Cole Williams going to shoot the gap here. He's going to drive to the bottom of the track. And Matthew Poole into the wall there. That's going to let Matthew Murphy try and get to the inside of the 37. Bit of a nerf there by the 19, but he gets it away. Great racing amongst these guys, really battling out for supremacy in this opening round of the series. And now it's going to be Matthew Murphy's turn to try and get around Cole Williams. I'm actually surprised to see Cole Williams struggling like he is now. He did get out to a decent lead to begin with. Doesn't seem like the long run pace is there for the man in the 46. As Murphy going to try and look to the inside, not going to make it work so far. Robert Barber now right on the back of Tyler Jordan. We'll go back to the lead battle in a minute, but we're going to look at Robert Barber, the man that's on the move right now. Been recovering since the start of the throw of the green flag on lap since the last caution. Side of the back of the field after getting that EOL. Now he's going to try and make a move from Tyler Jordan. Will he put up as good as a fight as he did against Christopher Miller? It looks like he might do. Keeping it wound up on the high side. Going to hold on to the position as he goes into turn one. Barber not going to let him have it that easily, but Tyler Jordan really putting up a fight here. Almost contact between the two as Barber going to dive it down to the bottom of the track again. You see Tyler Jordan doing everything that he needs to do to try and break that momentum from Robert Barber. Tyler Jordan, you see him go for the corner, just pinching down ever so slightly, trying to break that momentum of the number 8. And it seems to be working so far. Robert Barber, though, not relenting at all. Side by side still as they come out of turn 4. And Tyler Jordan still able to hold on. Meanwhile, back at the front, Matthew Murphy now is alongside Cole Williams. This is a battle for the lead right now. And can Matthew Murphy take it away? Matthew Poole is still right there despite getting into the wall. Christopher Miller has joined the battle now. This is a 4-car battle for the lead now. And it looks like Matthew Murphy will take it away here. We're about to start lap 80 at the line. 21 laps to get it done, and there it goes. Matthew Murphy does get the clear on Cole Williams. Here comes Matthew Poole as well. Cole Williams really struggling on the long run here. Matthew Poole almost getting... Oh, wrong! There's Cole Williams and Matthew Poole! Make contact, they both go around! Caution will fly here! And it all got a bit nasty very quickly between Cole Williams and Matthew Poole. So unfortunate circumstances there. The former race leader, Cole Williams, let's take another look and see what happened here. They were side by side coming out of turn 2. It looks like Matthew Poole drifted up the track. Cole Williams tried to control it, got back into the side of the 37, and unfortunately it was Cole Williams that came off the worst there. Matthew Poole was able to continue. Cole Williams, though, went around. Let's take another look, one more look, and see what happened here. Out of turn 2. Actually, it looked like Cole Williams might come down. Let's go on a far chase cam and take a look at that. And no, it was definitely Matthew Poole that came up the track. Cole trying to control the car and Christopher Miller, very lucky not to get involved in that. And Miller is actually the only one to take it down pit road, I believe. No, everybody else is in pit road as well. I was wrong. So who's going to get the win off pit road here? You got to think it might be Matthew Murphy. After he took the lead. Oh, someone got a bit shaky around there. That was Stephen Kinney going around the track. And it will be Christopher Miller who wins the race off pit road. Matthew Murphy off second. Eric Essery off third. So interesting there. Cole Williams only 18.3 seconds in his box there. Interesting. There he is. He just comes out of pit road right now. But it's going to be Matthew Poole. Christopher Miller, your leader. And we saw someone dropping back there. It's Matthew Poole who is fallen back. Robert Barber falling back as well. I think he must have had another EOL, you know. Christopher Miller, your leader. Got the win off pit, got the won the race off pit road. Matthew Murphy, you know, he's going to be up for it here at this point. Robert Taylor looking for a wave around here. As he's the first driver a lap down now. Matthew Poole has fallen to the back of the field. He was in pit road for over 40 seconds here, possibly repairing some of that damage he got. Robert Barber falling to the back due to an EOL. Again, 2 EOLs here tonight. That's a shocker. Eric Essery, great pit stop for him. He moved up to P3, and same for Josh Peacock there, moving up to P4. Casey Brunson still in the top 5 there, as Tyler Jordan just outside the top 5 now, with Cole Williams right behind him. Watch for Cole Williams on this restart, by the way. He's going to be gunning for it on this restart. You see that damage on the front of Cole Williams' car. I just noticed Austin Victory has put it on the hauler now. So unfortunate for him there. The lights are off on the pace car once again. We're going to go back to Christopher Miller because he is opted for the bottom side of the track again. And we're going to get this thing going with 15 laps remaining. Can Christopher Miller get the win he needs? I'm going to go back to the Facebook chat for this one because a lot of people have been commenting on that one. And can Christopher Miller get that win he needs? So pace car is off. Christopher Miller has control of the field, not wasting any time. Christopher Miller takes away the lead. I believe I'm not live. No, he is. I am live. Christopher Miller is your leader as they go into turns 1 and 2. Matthew Murphy into second. Eric Essery holding on to third place, but there is Josh Peacock right behind him. Casey Brunson right there as well. Here comes Tyler Jordan to the inside of Brunson. Williams not on the best of restarts that he wanted, but here comes Matthew Murphy now to the inside of Christopher Miller. Is he going to get the position away? It looks like he will. Christopher Miller, though, not really fighting back on that one. As Miller almost into the wall there, a few sparks off the right side of the 20. As Eric Essery looking for the second spot now, and there he goes. And the caution comes out again. And I don't know who caused that. I got a feeling it might have been Cole Williams. Let's take a look and see if it was. That caution pretty much the same. Oh! An incident between Robert Oh, and he went over on his lid as well. Cole Williams, since he lost the lead, really not having a good time. Let's take another look and see what happened here. And it was between Cole Williams and Robert Barber. And it looks like Robert Barber got into the back of him, T-boned him into the corner, and Cole Williams got hooked by the wall and went over on his lid. Wow. It's not often you see a car go on its lid at Richmond. And literally, the wheels are falling off the 46 right now. Lost the lead to Matthew Poole initially, and then it's just completely come away from him there. So disaster for Cole Williams, disaster for Robert Barber as well. Let's not forget he was involved in that, and he will have some pretty significant damage from that too. But the man with the best restart on that last restart was Matthew Murphy. Eric Essery in second. Christopher Miller falling back to third place. Has got a bit of right side damage now after scraping the wall. Can he get that momentum back? It was a good thing that the caution did come out when it did, because Josh Peacock was looking to pass him as well. So, a bit of a saving grace for the 20. And who's going to get this win here? The lead has been trained in so much throughout this race. As we're 10 laps to go here. You got to think the aggression is going to rise here as this comes to an end. I'm not sure if they got green white checkers on. But we'll be soon finding out when the lights go off on the pace car. There's Josh Peacock right there. Christopher Miller in P3. Eric Essery in P2. Good recovery from Eric Essery. Fell back to probably, I think it was P9 or P10 through that long run we had. And managed to make up a lot of spots through the pit stops. Now finds himself into second place. Can he hold on to it? Well, can he go even better? Can he get the lead away from Matthew Murphy as the lights go off on the pace car? Now, who's going to get the advantage here? We're going to be going back to green with 7 laps to go here. And like I said, this is where the aggression is going to come to the fore. With 12 drivers left in the running in here. Now, pace car is off. Matthew Murphy has control of the field, not wasting any time. We're back on the green again, hopefully for the final time in this race, as it looks like Christopher Miller taking advantage of a slow start there by Eric Essery, moving his way up to second place now. Can he get that lead back away? And around is Josh Peacock. And caution's going to fly again. So let's take a look and see what happened to Josh Peacock here. Looks like he might have got into it with Bunyan, and he did. Brunson, sorry, not Bunyan. So Casey Brunson got into it with him. Let's take a look there. He dove it down, actually. It might have been Peacock's fault on that one. Don't really know. I'm going to have to go to a far chase cam and see. Yeah, just dove it down there in front of him. Might have been a bit of netcode involved as well. Got a bit of a tag of Jake Brooks as well, and that didn't really help matters either. That was enough to bring out the 5th caution of the night. So while they're doing that, we're just going to step away for a quick commercial break. I need to catch my breath on this one. I'll be right back. And we're back live here at Richmond for the final part of this race. We will have green, white, checkered here. Lights are off on the pace car, and we will get this thing going again. Matthew Murphy is restarting on the bottom side of the track. That is Christopher Miller on the outside. Can Christopher Miller get the restart he needs? Tyler Jordan up into third place as well, after dispatching Eric Essery on that last run. Can he get a good run here as they come through turns 3 and 4? Pace car will take the final turn off into pit road for the final time here tonight, hopefully, as Murphy not wasting any time. We're back under green here for the final time. Green, white checkers are in effect here at Richmond. Who's going to take the win here? Matthew Murphy off to a clean start so far. We need to go all the way back around to try and get it finished under white flag conditions. Murphy away into the lead. Christopher Miller into second. Tyler Jordan into third. Up onto the high side of the track is Eric Essery, but we're going to finish this one under green, or are we? Because, yes, the white flag will come out this time by, I believe. And there it is, Matthew Murphy out to a clear lead now as they come out of turn 2 for the final time. Into turn 3, here comes Tyler Jordan to the inside of Christopher Miller. Robert Barber going to be right there as well, but it's going to be Matthew Murphy that takes away the victory here. Coming out of turn 4, Matthew Murphy wins at Richmond. Christopher Miller just holds on to second. No, he doesn't. Tyler Jordan gets second place. Christopher Miller finishes for third. What a finish to this race, a wild finish there. And it's going to be this man, not this man, it's going to be this man taking away the win here at Richmond. A well-deserved win here. So, Matthew Murphy, your winner. We're going to switch over to Discord now and see if we can get a chat with the race winner here. And I can't see him on Discord just yet, so probably going to speak to Christopher Miller first. He was the man. Oh, my time in the scoring just updated. It says Robert Barber got third place. Not sure what happened there. But we're going to speak to our third place driver anyway. That will be Robert Barber. And I'm going to bring him into the booth now. Robert Barber, you got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir, I do.
Third place on the night. I thought it was Christopher Miller finishing third, but he actually looks like he managed to pip him at the post there. Good recovery drive there. Got a couple of EOLs through the for the race there, though.
Yeah, I shot myself in the foot on pit road 2 times, actually. Speeding, and my right side tires got over the yellow line coming out of pit road. And
yeah, it's very difficult, that pit road there, with the green line the green cone being so close to the pit stalls. Was it that was catching you out, the short distance between that and the pit stalls?
Yeah, I was just trying to get as much as I could off pit road, and I just tried to gamble too much and shot myself in the foot. Like I said, we had a better car than what we had right here. I thought we had a car that could have possibly won. I was just biding our time on the long runs, and it actually played in our favor. We was reeling them back in, and I just killed myself.
Yeah, but it still got a good recovery on the night, though. Back up to third place. Looks like you were having a bit of fun out there passing these guys.
Yeah, I got to apologize to whoever it was there coming off of turn 4. I was just I wasn't going to let off the gas. I was trying to get at least a podium on my first race, and I got up to him, and I think I might have stuffed him in the wall.
There might have been Cole Williams. I saw you were in an incident with him there. He fell back after he got into it. I believe it was the 37 of Matthew Poole. So yeah, I think it was Cole Williams that you might have hit there.
Yeah, that's who I got in the caution with, and ended up spinning out. I just drove it in too hard there and got in the back of him and spun him out. And yeah, it was pretty fun. We was trying to come back there through the field together, and he didn't get as much damage as I thought he would. So I apologize to him. Me and him we're pretty good buddies. So we were talking about it over the.
Yeah, it's good to have good camaraderie between drivers when it comes to things like that. Well, congratulations on the third place here. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at properly at the schedule next week. Where are we next week, Robert?
Honestly, I think it's Phoenix next week
cool.
or Iowa. I can't remember the two. It's one of the.
Okay, cool. So, what are your thoughts going into either one of those? Do you reckon you can do the same job there again?
Yeah, man, I just love driving these cars, and I think this suits my driving style better, and I just love driving them. So Iowa's one of my favorite tracks. In Phoenix, we had an exhibition race, and I was able to win that one. So I'm really looking forward to both.
All right. And before I let you go, Robert, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
I just want to thank everybody in the league that shows up and supports our league and races with us. They do a great job. They put on a heck of a race tonight, and to get out with as many 3 or 4 cautions wasn't bad. There at the end, everybody's just trying to get what they can. So it was a really good race, and I appreciate it.
All right, Robert. Well, congratulations on the 3rd place, and we'll see you next week then.
Thank you, sir.
So that was Robert Barber. Joining me in the booth now for 2nd place will be Tyler Jordan. I believe I was informed in the live chat that it's actually your birthday today, sir. Is it?
Yes, it is.
So 2nd place on your birthday. Can't be too shabby. Nice little present for you there.
Yeah, it is. It was a pretty fun race.
Let's talk about your race there. Bringing out the first caution there of the night. Incident involving you and another driver. Just talk about what happened there in that one.
Yeah, I thought my race was over after that, but I know I just had to keep it clean, pick up track position as I could, and pick my way back through, and came back out on P2.
Yeah, and it was a great comeback for yourself. You were running up in the top 5 after once you really got your race going there and really battled it out, especially with the likes of Eric Essery. You two were pretty much inseparable for that most part. It looks like you were pretty much enjoying yourself running around him there tonight.
Yeah, I just didn't want to give up.
Absolutely. So 2nd on the night, good result for you on this one. Looking ahead, like Robert said, he's not sure if we go to Phoenix or Iowa. What are your thoughts going to those ones coming up next week?
Pretty much the same thing. Just be easy, track position, and finish up front.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the 2nd place. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to before I let you go and celebrate?
Yeah, I got to thank my teammate for the win, Matt Murphy. Good job. And I got to thank CBS Lobster and Rat Designs.
Sir.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, Tyler, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. See you guys.
See you later. As joining me in the booth now will be our race winner, Mr. Matthew Murphy. Awesome run for you tonight, sir. Brilliant performance, especially that near the end, that battle between you and Christopher Miller. Looked like you were having a lot of fun out there tonight.
Yeah, it was a good race. It was a good race early on with the 37 and I believe it was the 42. We're kind of going back and forth there, and then around lap 80, I had just gotten past them and I saw them get tangled up behind me, and I was kind of bummed that we couldn't race it out. But all around, it was a good race.
Yeah, and I saw you like just sitting there behind Paul and Williams, and like I was wondering if you were just waiting for something to happen, and it did. Were you kind of? I know you were kind of bummed out you didn't want to see them race, but you got to have been happy that you saw them both wreck out at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time, I know, sigh of relief when I saw them spinning out. I figured I had a good chance to take it home after that. I was riding a little bit towards the beginning, but I was still trying to see if I had something for them there if it was a shootout at the end, and it would have been pretty close. So happy to take home the win, though.
Yeah, and it's a race win in the first round of the season. Got to give you good confidence going forward into this series as well, especially with next week coming up, either Phoenix or Iowa. What are your thoughts going to either one of those tracks?
Yeah, I think it's Phoenix next week.
Okay.
And I've had a few good runs there, so hopefully we'll keep that going. Just really try and qualify up front, at least try and get in the top 10, and just pace for some of the race there and make the right moves on pit road. Robert, I know, was making up quite a bit of ground. It stunk that he got hit with the speeding penalties, but just try and keep a clean race next week and see what we can do.
Yeah, it's a bit easier to get off pit road at Phoenix than it is here, so it's not so bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, congratulations on the win here tonight. Anyone you want to give a shout out to before I let you go and celebrate?
Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to thank my teammate Tyler Jordan and my main sponsor, Gravel's HVAC, Rob Gravel. He's what gets this thing going.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations one more time, and congratulations to both of you, first and second. And we'll see you next week at Phoenix.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. So that was Matthew Murphy and Tyler Jordan joining him in the booth there. Two great drivers, really put on a good show here tonight. Great drive from everybody out there in the field, and very excited to see what happens later in the season now after witnessing the racing that I've seen here tonight. Before I go, let's go through the results for you as we're going to. There we go. There we go. As we are going to go to the... Not that one. As we're going to go to the results here for tonight's race, and bringing home the win on the first race of the season was Matthew Murphy. Great run for him. Tyler Jordan coming up in second place, and Robert Barber rounds out your top three. Christopher Miller, what it could have been for him, fell back near the end there. He settles for P4. And Eric Essery, good run for him tonight. He rounds out your top five. Matthew Poole could have had it so much better as well. Got into contact with Cole Williams. He has to settle for P6. Casey Brunson in P7. Jay Brooks in P8. Cole Williams led the most laps tonight, but ends up in P9 after a collision with Matthew Poole. He came off the worst in that one. And Robert Taylor rounds out your top 10. P11 going to Josh Peacock. He had a spin to bring out the final caution of the night. Stephen Kinney in P12. He was the last driver running in this race. Austin Victory in P13. Travis Pryor in 14th. Couple of laps down for the start of the race. iRacing seemed to kick him out for some reason, unfortunately. Nicky Formosa in P15. Trey Craig in P16. Danny Lawson in P17. And he was the last driver running tonight. Jonathan Smith, Alex Bisson, William Hale, and finally Scott Formosa not taking the green tonight. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Richmond for the War Stocks and Suspension Super Late Series for the All-Out eSports Racing Series. Great racing here tonight. Tonight we have the Simply Street Stock Series starting up in just over 15 minutes. So make sure you join Adam for that one. He's just finished up doing the Red Sox Racing Series, so he's going to be pretty tired after this one. But anyway, it's going to be good to see more. We've got 3 broadcasts in total for this one. Tomorrow night we are back with the iRacing E-Series. Make sure you join Adam for that one, and you can join Byron in the booth on Saturday for the NASCAR Online race as we get things settled off for the final couple of races. And then Sunday we're off, and Monday with Asylum. Tuesday we're back with the All-Out eSports Series as they go street stock racing on the dirt. And then Wednesday we're off to good old England for Silverstone. Well, that's it for myself here tonight. Great racing from everybody, and great racing on your screens here tonight. I hope you enjoyed this first broadcast for this league. All that's left for me to say is keep it clean, keep it green, and we will see you tomorrow night live with the iRacing E-Series. Have a good night.